So till now we have seen single dimensional array, and now so we need to understand the two-dimensional array. So two-dimensional array is nothing but your Excel sheet. You all know Excel sheet, right? So there will be some rows and columns will be there. So these are rows, and there will be columns. Columns will be there. So how you can arrange? So your elements in rows and columns, that is what this two-dimensional array is going to explain to you. So basically, two-dimensional array will help you to arrange your elements in rows and columns. So you can find out the row index first with a 0, even column index also with a 0. Because first, this cell address if you want, this cell address if you want, so you have to tell row index and column index, both you have to tell. So this is one cell address you will get, this cell address. If you want this cell address, so this is the first row, second column, array of 0, 1. If you want this cell address, you have to give array of 0 and 2, second column. First row index, then column index you tell. So in the single dimensional array, we are just telling array of 1, right? Only 1 you are telling. But here, you have to give row index and column index, both you have to give. That's very, very important here. Okay. And then, same way. So the first row is done, and then it will come to second row. Second row, you observe that each row columns will be common. That means you can understand again for loops you have to use. One for loop for row iteration, another for loop for the column iteration. So first column to second column, third column to. So like this you have to iterate, you have to use the second for loop. So again, inner for loops you have to use. That's what we are going to do here. So let me give you a simple program, and the two-dimensional array is a collection of fixed number of elements of same data type arranged in rows and columns. So this is one. Data type, two-dimensional array, array name equal to new data type, rows and columns. That's it. So this just you know this because why I'm telling this is you are using this same logic in the Excel sheets, how you will store the data, how you will get the data. So that's all depends on this this area. That's why I'm explaining this two-dimensional array. So let's go and directly we'll write the program so that you will get a better idea. And I'll take up a new class and I'll write it. Two-dimensional array. So let me take simple main method. If you want, I can write here also. So one, if time permits, we'll see. I'll write one more matrix. So matrix programs you remembered in the 10th class or somewhere we have two matrix, how you can sum, how you can do multiplication, all this, right? If time permits, I'll write. Otherwise, we'll finish this with this. Tomorrow, I'll write some new programs, all interview programs. We'll finish by tomorrow this interview programs. Now, so private, static, so void, two-dimensional array. So I'll just take two-dimensional array. So create a two-dimensional array, 2D array. So the syntax is data type. So square brackets will come. Array name equal to new. So data type. First row index. You have to give row index. And second one, column index. This is you need to tell how many rows you want, how many columns you want in your array. That's what you need to tell that. So I'm going to create a string array. So the data type is so in this data type, my data type is a string array I'm putting. So then what is the next one? Square brackets, right? Place the square brackets. close square brackets. Then array name I have to give. So I'm giving a lang array. Language is all the programming languages I'm putting in this array. The new data type is a string. So I want three rows and 2 columns I'm putting. 3 rows and 2 columns I'm placing. So you can find the row length. Find the row length. So int row count equal to array name. Array name is lang.length. So this will give you the row length. Find the columns count. So columns count you can find int columns count equal to lang of 0. Why am lang of 0 I'm giving here is, so the each row here, this is the row number. This is the row number. Each row columns will be common. So there won't be less columns. Any row columns will be common. That's why if you find the first row, the length, and that will be give the column count. So that's the main index behind this. And now insert the elements into the array. How you can insert? So array name, I'm just giving syntaxes. Array name of row index, column index equal to value. So I'm going to insert first row plus first column. First row plus first column means so 0, right? 0th row, 0th column. So what is our array name? Lang. So first row means first 0. First column means 0. I'm putting Java programming. Now second row, first row only, first row plus second column. Second column is that will be 1, right? That will be 1. But first row is 0, 1. Lang of 0. And what is the column index? Now 1. See both columns here. So how many columns total you have? 2. And first column, second column. So row is common, but iterating all the columns. So see here, row is fixed. Row is fixed. First row is always 0, first row. But a column is incrementing here. So that's the one thing we need to catch here. So JavaScript. Okay. So that's the first row is done. Now, second row plus first column. Second row, first column is lang of 1. And what is the column number? First column means
0.
0. So 0. First column is 0. So then second row plus second column. So now lang of second row, second column is equal to 1. So now I will store Python. So second row is also done. So now what is left now? Third row. How many rows total? 3 rows. So last row, first row, third row plus first column. So lang of 2 and 0. So this I'll put Golang. So third row as second column. Sir, why third column is not there? Because you defined here 2 columns. That's it. There is no third column. If third column is there, 1 more row it will come. Row is fixed, but column will increment. That's it. Okay, please catch that. Okay, please catch that so that it will be easy for you. Easy for you to understand that. So lang of third row, second column, port lane. Like this, I'm just putting all programming language in the two-dimensional array. So I'm assigning for this cell address, Java I'm placing. For this cell address, same row, second column. So it will go and store in the JavaScript here. So this is the, so I'm just giving that in the diagrammatically. Let me give in the diagrammatically quickly, so that this is now your columns, right? Only two columns. So that means two columns means I'll divide this into equal this. Now, how many rows? 3 rows. This is the row 1, row 2, and row 3. This is the, so let me lift it up. So this is the column index. This is the column index. So 0 column, 0 and 1. Here rows is first 0, second one is 1, second row, and third one, this one. Now see this cell address if you want. So this cell address is 0, 0. So the Java will come here. Now same row, see this one, same row, and second column. So it will come here. So JavaScript. This one. Now this row is done. This row is no more columns. So now it will go to second row. Second row, first column. Second row, first column. So parallel will come underscore here. Same, second row, second column. It will come Python here. The tabular format it will print for you all. And third row, first column. Golang. And here, so third row, second column, port lane. So this is the how it will print. Now this is the one I am just this you arrange, you assign the values. Now this is the table format, you need to do that. So let's do that how we can print it. Okay. So just giving a diagrammatically how cell, this is the one cell address. This is the one cell address. And this is another cell address. So 0th row, 0th column. So 0th row and second column. First, second row, first column. Second row, second column. Third row, first column. Third row, second column. Okay. So this down, and so let's print this. How you can print that? So as I mentioned, it should be, you have to use 2 for loops. So for int I equal to 0, I less than row count. So you can give row count. Otherwise, you can give lang dot length also if you don't want to give. And I plus plus. So this second one. Okay, so this for second for loop the columns. First for loop is for rows. Second for loop is for columns. Int is equal to. So where you need to start again with the 0, right? With column. So that's why j less than the column count. And j plus plus. So now I need to print. I need to print these values, right? So I need to use system.out.println. So print method we have to use. So print method you have to use and array name of, so row index, column index I'm giving. So this is how you can give row index and column index. So after this, it will go to, so next row it will go. Once this is done, it will go to next row. So if you want, you can print each, so after give this, for example, so I want to give some design here. So you want to separate, so you can do that also. Separation you can give, that is pipe symbol you can give here. That's how you can print it. So let's see how it is going to happen. So each element after this pipe symbol will come. Okay. So here also, if you want, you can put a tabular format. So it will come a table. So each element after. Otherwise, this is the first time. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Let's call this method and call this a static method. You can call directly in the main method, right? Same class static method you can call directly in the main method. So let's execute this. More pipe symbols, I'll remove this. See, now you're getting, but what I'm going to do, I'll put here one pipe symbol for every thing. Let's see how it is going to come. Extra coming, but this should be inside the here only. Print. Again, this is not necessary. Okay, anyhow, just to do that, so this is the one. First row, column. Second row, second column. Third row, third column. So this is how you can print. So each time, so it is in the tabular format, it is printing for it. So this is the two-dimensional array we want. This looping is very important for us. Okay, so that's all about array concepts. And so please practice, and tomorrow I'll give you more interview-oriented programs. Tomorrow I'm going to target Fibonacci series,